This month, my gorgeous Sagittarius, you are going to have such a huge, massive, enormous turning point. And you know how this is going to happen? Because you're going to realize what an empath you are, how psychic you are. But above all, you need to understand, you are going to understand like the importance of like really following your own intuition. There is a lot going to be going on. There is a lot of answers that you will want this month, throughout this month of September 2021. But above all, I need you to understand that it's going to come from you, because the more you're focusing on the answers around you to your questions, the more you confused you get, and you're gonna have a moment like a tornado moment where you're gonna literally realize, no, I'm just gonna kind of like the one person you will want to find an answer to something very specific, and it's gonna bother you, it's gonna drive you crazy like there is no tomorrow. And there is a lot that you're gonna be getting, lots of informations from different people, and you will kind of believe this, you will believe that, you will focus on this, you will focus on that, and then you're just going to realize, you know what, I'm going to trust myself. And this is so important, and this is going to help you to bring yourself out of yourself so much. This is going to create such an important moment that is going to change absolutely everything. On one hand, you're going to understand how important it is to listen to your intuition. Okay, follow your third psychic eye. But on another hand, this is going to make you feel so great, so good, because it's going to bring you the greatest strength, that you had in a long time. And that in itself is going to help you to reconnect with yourself. But above all, it's going to make such an important, mind-blowing decision, which is just going to take place at the end of September, over the last 7 days in September 2021. The decision that you're going to make is literally going to change your life. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Pa para pam para pam pa 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 para pam 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 pa 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 para pam para pam para pam pa 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 para No, this is so good. You are going to understand also something so significant and very specific about something very special in your life. It's pretty much so to do with somebody so specific, so special, so close to you, but it's also to do with somebody who you don't understand completely. There is going to be such an important moment in between you two. Something is going to open your eyes, and you will also understand exactly what the next step would be, because you're connected to this person like there is no tomorrow, but you're also even more connected to the next step that this person needs to make. But on another hand, some other person in your life also close to you, or it could even be that one, somebody very vulnerable, somebody maybe young, like physically, or maybe young spiritually, but somebody's just being like an awfully misled. Somebody's like have found themselves like in such a dark way, on such a dark path, and you really are going to realize this in between the 1st and the 11th of September, who this is, And it's not going to be absolutely obvious, but this person means to you so much. And I'm not being funny here, but this person have found themselves in such a darkness. And when you find yourself in such a darkness, it affects you in such a terrible way. And it's purely because that person has been misled. Okay, so I said it could be like a young person, like when it comes to their age, but it also could be like a young spirit. So if it's a person who is a young spirit, it could be like a maybe 95-year-old person, but it's like also like kind of new spirit, young spirit, new spirit, for example. Or it could be like an old spirit, an 11-year-old girl, for example. An old spirit lived many lives, so it really depends. So this is to do with somebody who is young spirit, and it's also at the same time like they're being misled. So it is not going to become obvious to you completely, but you're going to become aware of it in between the 1st and the 11th of September, actually. So this is something that you need to pay attention to, because you do have the answer that they need, but you just need to explain them in a really nice way, and you just need to kind of bring it out in a certain way. Perhaps I kind of surprise them, buy them something, get them a little gift, because that can break the negative energy or whatever it is, and it helps person to open up quite a lot. But however, they're not gonna come to you, you're gonna become aware of it, and you have got a golden answer to them when it comes to them being misled. They have found themselves in like a very dark stage, like surrounded by devilish people, like maybe devilish person, devilish group of people, and that has got a negative impact on them because they require from that person almost like to do something, you know. So you just need to see what this is and help them out. It's very important. On another hand, in between the 1st and the 11th of September, like sorry, in between the 1st and the 11th of September, this is going to be huge time for you. And I really like it because finally, something very important is going to take place in terms of success. What you have been waiting for, what you have been working on, the lots of energy that you have been kind of placing into something, projecting into something, but it was very much slowed down, my lord. It was slowed down over the last 24 to 36 months. So now, between the 1st and the 11th of September, there is going to be a very good news, very positive news that you are going to have, and that positive news is going to be connected to your own accomplishment, to things that you have been working on. And this is going to be so brilliant, like a mind-blowing time, because it's going to happen when you least expect it. It's going to happen in the way you would least expect it, but most certainly it's just going to rejuvenate you, and it's also going to give you that like kind of like a strength and confidence and self-esteem that you were maybe lacking and you kind of lost over the last 24 months because things have been very slow and things have not been unfolding, you know. So this is really going to be brilliant because at the same time, it's going to be very positive. It's going to bring a very positive impact on you. But most importantly, you're going to realize that slowly, you know, you are getting where you want to get with your life. But then at the same time, and another opportunity is going to come up. And now, this time you are, through this situation, going to have some kind of sense of time, which is also going to kind of connect you with your own vision. And most certainly, it's going to kind of like really put you on the path, confirm something to you, because you started to kind of lose a confidence, you started to lose your own way, and now this is just going to come at the right moment, at the right time, and it's most certainly going to have probably one of the best impacts on you that you possibly had in a long time. On another hand, what else you need to kind of be aware of, that, you know, there is somebody kind of like in between the 1st and the 11th of September, a lot is happening, going on, but it's like there is also someone who is going to kind of like try to kind of like wind you up. There is somebody who's going to come out to you like and maybe attack you or be horrible to you. Somebody will want to kind of argue with you, but please just try to understand that this is very insignificant, like really insignificant, and do not waste your energy whatsoever. In fact, like if you act in a certain way, if you rise above this negativity karmically, there is going to be a very powerful reward that you are going to get. And if you come out in a negative way towards this person, when they start arguing with you, you know, when you feel attacked by this person, you know, then if you like kind of respond in that negative way, it's going to slow down your process. So this is like a bit of a challenge that you need to have. I'm afraid, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Do you know what I mean? So somebody is going to kind of attack you. Somebody will want to argue with you. This could be the person that is in your life, but could also be the person that you will see for the first time somewhere out. It really depends how this challenge is going to come through, how this challenge is going to come forward. And I say depends because on your personal situation, on your spiritual journey, and on your karma so far. So it could be somebody who you well know, or it could be somebody who you see for the first time. However, this is your challenge. There is more to this than you can possibly imagine. All you need to do is to basically just act in a certain way and respond by rising above the negativity instead of like, you know, arguing. This is so important because in like how you're going to be rewarded after that. It's ridiculously important how you're going to realize how things are connected as well, because the way you're going to be rewarded after that, like within the next 7 days, you're going to become aware of the exact part of you that is going to bring you the natural success. Something that was missing, it's going to come out of you. Something that was missing, it's going to become obvious, and this is going to be your karmic reward. At the same time, you will know, oh my god, this is going to take slightly longer to kind of like start to begin, you know. It's a lot to do with love, that particular perspective coming into your life for the first time, but you will know exactly what part of your life is missing, and this is what is going to be a karmic reward. And you will see how everything is connected, because it's to do with your natural work, it's to do the way you express yourself, it's to do with you being yourself and allowing to be yourself, it's to do with you going against the system. For example, like, oh, how can you do that? That's weird, that's dodgy, that's bizarre. No, baby, no. You do what you are meant to do. You do you. Even if it's like weird to everybody else, it's that particular essence that we are here for. We are all like the stars. We are all like the spirits. We are all on our spiritual journey. But we can only fulfill our spiritual journey by doing things that only make sense to us, not that make sense to other people, because that makes us plastic. That makes us not unique. We need to be unique, and we need to allow ourselves to be ourselves. So this is to do with your own essence, with your own weirdness, bizarreness. And this is where all this empath feeling, it's going to come through. This is where all these psychic feelings are going to come through. They're going to kick in like there is no tomorrow. There are lots of dreams that you're actually going to have, but at the same time, you know, you need to kind of like really understand that there is a very powerful time and the moment of justice that you are going to have. The 11th of September, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. In between the 11th and the 15th of September, there is going to be such an important moment of justice, and I'm so happy for you. You have been waiting for this. What you have been waiting for in terms of justice is going to take place, and it's going to be really good news. But then again, there is going to be a very strong element of surprise around it. This is when the really good and positive balance is also going to kick in. So these particular days are going to be very lucky for you at the same time. So if you want to kind of test the waters, if you want to have a certain compromise with someone, if sorry, if you want to like kind of like try certain work, if you want to kind of like if you're looking for work, you know, then you can go to try to apply for works, because it's going to bring the certain luck. If you want to talk to someone about some kind of problem, you need to do that at this moment in time, because it's just going to like kind of, it's going to bring out the best out in you. But also your energy is going to be so strong, your energy is going to be so powerful that you're going to give so much more that you would normally give. So this is why this is so important. This time the energy is going to be rather victorious, and that is going to reflect on you, or not only on you, but on other people around you. So that's why you have to make the most of it. Also signing something, starting something, beginning something. This is most certainly the time to do it. Very important indeed. On another hand, you know what? This is what, now going back to the actual 11th, just the actual 11th of September. My God, 11th of September is going to be the time to remember. This particular day, it's very powerful, it's very spiritual, and it's like to do with the spiritual awakening. It is rather highlighted when it comes to you, but you are going to see something on the 11th of September. What you are going to see is going to change your life. What are you going to see? You must not forget. What are you going to see? There is like a danger that you may forget, but it's important not to, because it's to do with inspiration, it's to do with your rejuvenation, it's to do with your power. It's just something that is literally going to change your life. But you will see something is going to give you an idea, and that is going to inspire you. Not only inspire you, but it's also at the same time going to actually bring the perfect ultimate success when it comes to security, financial security, and future planning. This is going to have a very strong connection to this, okay? Very important indeed. In fact, this is going to like kind of like really shake you up a little bit and like kind of remind you of something, you know, remind you of an inner child. This is all going to be like kind of connected to this particular cycle in your life that was missing for such a long time, but also the way to express yourself is going to be kind of connected to this. This is going to kind of throw you out of balance a little bit in the best possible way, and of course, it's going to create a hermit mode. And hermit mode, it is just the time when you're going to be in connection with your spiritual self. You're going to kind of understand something so important when you have this hermit mode. It's going to be absolutely mind-blowing indeed, because something is going to come to the surface, something is going to be illuminated, something is going to be so highlighted to you in terms of confirmation of what I just said. But at the same time, this is all going to make you feel so good. It's going to bring you great strength as well when you're just thinking about it. So you will know exactly that this is something that you need to follow. This is something that you need to do. This is something that not only is going to be beneficial for you, but it's also going to be beneficial for the people that are the closest to you, the dearest to you in your life. Okay, so the last date that I would like to pay attention to, my gorgeous Sagittarini, would be the actual 30th of September. 30th of September is like the new portal opening for you indeed. The 30th of September, you are gonna be reminded of something very significant through somebody kind of like in your life. You are gonna get a certain news, you're gonna get a certain information, you're gonna get a certain message, and that news, message, and information, it's going to really kind of pinpoint something very unique about you when it comes to your skill. It's to do with your skill that you need to take on the next level. Something is going to be offered to you, but then again, you must not let it put you off, like the actual, not that something is going to be offered to you, but something is going to be available to you at this moment in time, but you must not kind of let it put you off. The fact that timing is going to take slightly longer, the timing is going to take a certain amount of time that may put you off, but then again, you know, over the next 12 months, this is going to be very important because it's going to rejuvenate every single part of your life. And it's not only that, it's going to bring you success. You will know, first of all, it's going to be small success, but you know, smaller, bigger, you know, step by step. So that's something that also you must not let it put you off, because this success is going to kind of financially, it's going to reward you, first of all, in the small terms, and then later on, it's going to become bigger. It's going to take 16 months, like kind of like to become like kind of financially rather rewarding indeed. And this is something that you need to remember. It's going to be brilliant when it comes to your actual material trouble, and it's going to bring you an important answer when it comes to your material trouble. But then again, you know, it is just also going to kind of pinpoint which part of your life do you need to abandon, you know, which part of your life came to an end, which part of your life you need to adjust and readjust in terms of like the sacrifice. So you will see how connected this all is and how important this all is, my gorgeous Sagittarini, indeed. So now I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are in relationship. Like, my Lord, this is such an important time for those of you in relationship, like a fantastic inspiration, fantastic beginning. Something very annoying and very heavy and very difficult is going to come to an end that was affecting the couples and that was affecting your financial situation, but most importantly, you felt like really stuck. So now that is coming to an end. This is absolutely brilliant. It's just going to be very good news that you're both going to have at the beginning of September, but by the time you get to the last part of September, is the decision that you're going to make. Is just going to be so brilliant, because it's going to change your life, both lives, in terms of like feeling happiness and feeling rejuvenated. It's just something that you both wanted to do for such a long time, to make this certain change, to probably maybe move or to do certain thing, but financially you were kind of uncertain. I'm not saying that you didn't have a money or anything like that, but I just think that you were waiting for the time when you felt a bit more secure. So this is a very big turning point that the couples are actually going to have. On another hand, sorry, when it comes to those of you that are single and ready to mingy, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you know, like, your patience is about to be rewarded. There is someone very special about to walk into your life. That person might make themselves known like in September, October. But if they don't make themselves known in September, they're going to make themselves known in October. It really depends on your spiritual journey and where you are at the moment. But this is somebody very special who is about to walk into your life, and it's also going to happen when you make a really crucial and important decision, really significant decision. You're going to feel very strong with your feet very firmly on the ground, and your strength is going to be great, and you're going to feel really motivated, and this is when your strength is going to be enhanced. At that moment in time, you're going to make an important decision, and that decision that you're going to make is going to put you on the path with this wonderful person. They'll be sharing something very unique and very special with you, and you're going to like it, and you're going to feel something very significant, very unique that you didn't feel in a long time when you're around someone. Like, oh my Lord, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Interesting indeed, in the best possible way. Okay, what else I was going to say to you, what I recommend, it would be this gorgeous chakra pendant. It's absolutely a must to wear throughout September, October, November and December. Very important balance. These crystals are going to bring you in terms of feeling like your feet firmly on the ground, feeling grounded. grounded, but at the same time it protects you, at the same time it motivates you. And every single time when you feel like with lack of motivation, when you feel low, when you feel down, or you have to do something that you don't want to do, you have to discuss something that you don't want to discuss, you know, you feel confused, but you have to do things in the best possible way, this chakra pendant is wonderful. Because almost immediately it boosts your energy, and by boosting your energy it increases your inspiration. By increasing your inspiration, it helps you to kind of like a focus in such a more powerful way that you normally would. This gorgeous chakra pendant comes with the sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel, my gorgeous Sagittarians, as well. And one more thing I was going to say, when it comes to the actual nutrition, please, you also need to pay attention to boosting your boosting your immune system. So try to get something like organic camu camu capsules or organic camu camu powder, which is probably one of the richest sources of natural sources of vitamin C that you can get. And at the same time, try to get natural vitamins D. Even if you are in the sun, I still recommend to get the natural vitamin D, and also try to get a natural zinc. This combination is superb, mind-blowing when it comes to boosting your immune system. Alongside, try to drink as much water as you can throughout the months, and also try to get something like organic dandelion tea or organic like a chamomile tea. Don't take sugar. I hate sugar. Avoid sugar. Get something like organic honey or organic maple syrup instead of a sugar, and this is going to help you to flush out the toxins out of the system, and it's going to be very important for the entire digestive system. If you're on if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. My gorgeous Sagittarians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye. Mwah.